All right, everybody. For our second video, we're going to talk about My Drive, Shared With Me, and Shared Drives, and kind of the difference between those two. So to get started on this with My Drive is anything that you've created, anything that you are the owner of, that is going to live here in the My Drive. And you can see, you can set up your My Drive to look differently. So you can go from kind of a tile view to a list view. Just depends upon what is your preference. Doesn't really matter how you set it up. You can also, if you see this caret here, you can uncollapse this accordion, and now all your folders are here as well. As you can see, I have quite a few. But My Drive, again, is anything that you own, that you are the owner of. Okay? Shared Drive. Shared Drive is a team drive, so it is a group of people have created a drive or a folder, basically, where a bunch of documents live. If you're putting a document that maybe you've created and you're putting it into a shared drive, you now lose ownership of that document. That document now belongs to everybody within that group. So if we click here and let's say I go to the Lit Team folder, so here you can see there's a bunch of documents. These are now owned by all 28 members of that group. Okay, if one of these documents was a document that I created, I no longer own that document. I can use that document, I can see that document, I can edit that document, but I no longer own that document. Okay, so again, shared drives are things that you are working together with a group of people, and it just makes it easy so you don't have to constantly share links to different documents with people or share folders. They all automatically have access. Okay, and you can see who all the members are by clicking on 28 people, kind of up at the top. You can see who is in your group, who has what level of access, and you can kind of change access. So if you're a manager, then you can change access. If you're just a content manager, then all you can do is add, move, edit documents and things like that. Okay, and then you can add members as well, again, depending upon your access level. You can add members by just typing in their name. So let's say I wanted to add, let's say I wanted to add my wife. Okay, I could find her by typing it in, figure out what level I wanted to give her. Okay, write a message if I wanted to, press send, and then you'd be good to go. Okay, so that is a shared drive. Now, Shared With Me. Shared With Me is anything that a student or FCPS employee has shared with you. Any document, folder, whatever creation they have shared with you. Sometimes people will create a document and they will have it open to all of Fairfax County. So that will also show up in Shared With Me because everybody in Fairfax County, that document is being shared with them. Okay, I will be quite honest with you. Shared With Me is something that is a bit overwhelming for me. It just is never ending, and there's constantly stuff in here that I'm not sure how it ended up there. But again, it's usually people who have set up the sharing so that everybody in FCPS can see the document. And so there's just a bunch of random stuff that ends up in this folder. So I tend to stay away from it. If someone is looking, or if someone has shared something with me, and they haven't sent me a link to that document, then I tend to just use the search bar to find what I'm looking for. And there's also an advanced search feature, which we talked about in the previous video, and we'll get into it a little bit deeper in a subsequent video. But search tends to be where I go if I can't find something that has been shared with me and I don't have a direct link to that document. So again, really quickly, My Drive is anything you've created or you own. Shared Drive is a group of you are working together on a team or a committee, and you now all have ownership to a document, so you don't have to do the sharing. And then Shared With Me is anything from anyone in FCPS. Remember, we have a walled garden, so you can't share out and they can't share in, but anything in FCPS that is being shared with you from students or staff members, you will find here in this space. I hope that was helpful. All right.